Isn't that interesting? Wow. For the fourth time. But this time, I think Ben means something different to her because Ben is more established. Other than Mark Anthony, Ben is more established. Hi everyone, welcome back to another time. My name is Holly. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. I'm really grateful to be doing this, and yeah, I'm doing 2024 predictions. I'm going to start off with, well, not start off, but I'm going to start off with overall, career, and then love. So I'm doing 2024 for Jennifer Lopez. This has been requested. In fact, all the videos I've done have been requested. If you want to request a video and you're a member, I will automatically make it unless it goes against my guidelines. If you aren't, I take it strongly into consideration, so please comment below and let's get into this reading. Please like the video so that it shares, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, so I pulled her overall energy and I got like things are not looking good. I wouldn't say for her, but for her relationship. But I will clarify in the love part. But this is what I see. With 6 of coins, 3 of swords, and page of cups, I see a lot of misunderstandings. I see, cups are emotions. So I see her going the extra mile but not really getting anything back. 9 of Wands, I remember her. 9 of Wands is usually about like, I wouldn't necessarily mean exactly that it means going to therapy, but 9 of Wands means like taking inventory, looking at your past, writing things down. And I really feel like, and this reminds me of when I saw Jennifer Lopez's interview with Wendy Williams a while ago, because I used to watch Wendy Williams every day. Wendy Williams is so funny. But I remember watching Wendy Williams one day, and I saw that Jennifer Lopez said she's never been to therapy, and I think that's really sad because I think she could definitely use some therapy in her life, because I feel like there's a cycle from the past that's coming back to her. And what I mean by that is that if you watch my videos from the past about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, I have said before that I strongly feel like a lot of the reason why she's so into Ben is because it gives her a sense of recognition. It gives her a sense of, especially being from New York, I think New Yorkers have this work ethic mentality, but there's also like a status thing that she has that I think is very embedded in New York society, where it's like, I think a lot of why she married him was because he was Ben Affleck rather than who he is as a person, And I love New York. I'm from New York. I love New York. But I think that there's a toxic culture, and I see it very much in her, that promotes unhealthy relationships because, how do I say this? I just think that there's a lot of toxicity in her relationships because it's like, work hard, stay in it, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. But the essence of it is that a lot of the reason why she's in the relationship is for status. And with the bottom of the deck being 5 of Swords, it's going to come back to haunt her. It keeps coming back. Like the same cycle of lessons keeps coming back, but she's not learning the lesson to move on to the next phase of her life or love. So let's look at career for 2024. Okay, so I see like a tour coming. The Tower, the World, Seven of Cups. I see a tour coming. I see also like a movie premiering. She works very hard, and I love that. Being from New York, and I'm also Sun and Aquarius, ruled by Saturn. Hard work is so attractive to me. I think people that work hard are admirable, and I'm not saying like work like a dog. I'm saying just like people that give their all into what they want to achieve. It's very beautiful. So that I've always loved about Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, and so I see a tour coming. It's gonna be like a surprise, and then boom, she's going to announce it. I get April. Time is fluid, but I definitely get around April. She's going to announce something to do with a tour. So two of wands. I do see her making like lists of demands on her. As we've heard, I do see that list of demands coming. But also, I feel like she's going to decide whether to take the wife route. It will be her first time, I believe, touring while married for the fourth time, excuse me. Third time. Yeah, I believe so. Third time. Yeah, because she married. No, fourth time. So wow, isn't that interesting? Wow, for fourth time. But this time, I think Ben means something different to her because Ben is more established. Other than Mark Anthony, Ben is more established than any other person she's been with. And Diddy. But I think Ben Affleck is really a different caliber of man she has been with before. Even though I'm not crazy about Ben Affleck. I don't know him as a person, but just energetically, I'm not crazy about him. And I don't like that he gets so involved with politics. I really don't like that. But I think that because it's Ben Affleck, she really takes the Affleck name like into consideration. He has an Oscar. He is the girl like all the woman wanted, and it's also like I don't obviously, because I don't want to say obviously, but I usually date outside my race, so I don't see an issue with it. But I think she still has this mentality of like, and he's white, and he's Catholic, and or Protestant, and he comes from like a good family. She has this idea that she needs to prove herself to him because of who he is, and I think that might have an impact on her tour, like what kind of woman she wants to portray herself as. So with the bottom deck being 5 coins, I see her really taking into consideration and actually firing a lot of her former staff, like her former marketers, and taking a completely different route in terms of image and so forth. I think that he comes from a very Anglo-Saxon family, and his mother might be very, I wouldn't say conservative, but prudish and, old school. And as much as I believe that Jennifer Lopez is Catholic, but Catholic in New York is very different to Catholic from the suburbs, And I think his mother-in-law sometimes is like, why do you feel the need to do that? Why do you, I don't think she's fully accepted by the family. Because of that, she wants to take it very, tread lightly. So let's see. Okay. Wow. Okay. So 10 of Swords, Page of Coins, and Knight of Wands. I think she never really healed from... I think the first time they broke up, he broke up with her very badly. very badly. He didn't really take her feelings into consideration. He was very selfish. They're both Sun and Leos, which is nothing bad. I'm just saying that I feel like, and this has been true of my past, is I've dated a lot of Sun and Aquarius, and I'm a Sun and Aquarius, and I feel like when you see another Sun sign, because that is where our ego shines, it demonstrates itself through our Sun sign and our identity. So oftentimes when we see other people that emulate our behavior, we can recognize them as our own Sun sign, And I think this has happened with me when I dated Sun and Aquarius. I was like, oh my gosh, I do that. I need to stop doing that. So I think that's what drew them to one another, them being so similar. But she's learning a lot about herself, because I think she can be cold too. I think she can be very harsh. I think things she's seeing in him, she demonstrates too. And she's seeing that Ace of Cups. She's like, I need to soften up. I need to. And I think a lot of the motivation for this relationship was monetary. It was about status. But the more she's in it, the more she's softening up. Bottom of the deck, Six of Cups. I think she's learning lessons. She's learning growth. She's learning just different things about herself. He's more stuck mentally. He's very stuck mentally. But she's softening up. She's really softening up. And she's like, let me do this more. Let me be with my kids more. Let me go to the park more. The Sun, the Tower, Seven of Wands. Let me be more present. Let me take adventures. Let me go on a boat. Seven of Coins, Five of Wands. And let me be more in alignment with my true self more. So yeah, that's what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I love to have to say, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Take care.